Great movie, Enemy at the Gates. It tells the story of Vasily Zaitsev, a Russian sniper during the Second World War, Battle of Stalingrad. And he did away with a lot of Nazi soldiers. But he ran into a problem, an eye problem. During a battle, a grenade exploded, and it damaged the cornea of his eye. The cornea is the outer layer of the eye, which together with the lens focuses light on the retina, and that sends a message to the brain, and that's how we see. Now, when you're a sniper, you don't want to have any problems with your cornea. Well, luckily, there was a Russian ophthalmologist by the name of Filatov who had already made a name for himself with transplanting corneas from cadavers into people who had an eye problem. And he fixed Zaitsev's eye. Exactly what he did, we don't know, but we do know that after the surgery, he did go back to snipe again. Now, Filatov was very interesting. He had a basic notion of how to improve vision. Of course, the best thing was to put a whole cornea into the eye from a cadaver. But he also noticed that when a whole cornea wasn't available, and he just put a piece of cornea into the affected eye, the rest of the cornea still improved. That is, where it had become cloudy, it became clear. So he started a whole movement of using various kind of body tissues that he thought had substances in it that would have a curative effect. And he thought of the placenta because he knew that this was important. This was the tissue that connected the embryo to the mother and must have all kinds of nutrients in it. So he started to put little bits of placenta into the eye and claimed that this improved vision, that if there was cloudiness in the cornea, it would clear up. Well, it turned out that it was a bit of a short-sighted view, and within about a year, this movement, which had become quite widespread, just deflated. But this baton of the placenta was picked up by the cosmetic industry. And they said, gee, that placenta, that has some really important chemicals in it, and it is probably good for the skin. So they launched all kinds of products for the skin, creams, lotions, etc., which were supposed to have a rejuvenating effect because, of course, the embryo was very, very young and got all these nutrients from the placenta. The U.S. government stepped in for a while and they said, no, you can't make these outrageous claims of anti-aging, so they stepped back. And they still are promoting today various kinds of placenta products. However, on the product itself, they don't make any outrageous claims. In the advertising that you see in the media, on websites, etc., they talk about stem cells, nucleic acids, enzymes, all kinds of intriguing terms, none of which have any real scientific meaning when it comes to their product. Their product. Well, here's one example of it. It's called Rebirth. So I thought, let's take a look at what are they really saying here. On the package, there's no outrageous claim. They say that it is a moisturizing cream, anti-wrinkle cream. Now, there's nothing wrong with saying anti-wrinkle because any moisturizing cream will have an anti-wrinkle effect. If you lose moisture from the skin, that's when you get wrinkles. And any cream that prevents moisture loss is going to work. So what do they have here? Mineral oil, which is an outstanding substance because it coats the skin and it doesn't let the water through. As you know, if you take a little bit of mineral oil in a glass of water, the water will not evaporate through the mineral oil. It locks in the moisture. It works. And you look down the list of ingredients, and somewhere the 10th ingredient is placenta protein. It is not going to have any kind of an effect here, and it's not any special protein. Any protein will also have a moisture locking effect because water doesn't go through it. Anyway, interesting advertising, and so I thought, why not give it a try? I've never used any product like this before. It kind of feels nice. We'll see whether or not it has a rejuvenating effect. I just wonder what I'm going to be reborn as.